All right, boys and girls, I had to go catch a goblin, and it was a crazy goblin. This is yeah, those are toys. Those are toys. Yep. We got ourselves Nerd Army. Now, I don't know if this video is any good. Will it get the Covenant like from King Jiffy Coats, or will it get the dislike? We will find out today. I saw this video come up. It was called the Sleazyverse, and I've seen a lot of people with the cringe mullet, the mustache. They don't look cool like Alan Jackson. They look lame and cringe. And I said I have to watch this. This has to be something I put on my channel. I gotta like dive into it. I want you guys to go make sure to go check out Nerd Army. Even if the video ends up being bad or cringe or garbage, at least he provided me with some comedy to enjoy while I do my YouTube the YouTube experience here. So make sure to go give him either a like or a dislike on some of his videos, depending on how we feel here. I just give him a like. Don't even give him a dislike. Just give him a like. Give him a like so that even if we don't like him, give him a like to just go say, hey, I hope you succeed, pal, because we want you to keep making bad videos. But again, I don't know how bad this video is going to be. I'm excited to see what the Sleazyverse is. Let's get right into it.
Have you seen this guy before? This is Safe Sleazy.
Right away, he does that like slow talking British speak. So we're jumping into 1.25, boys. I can't do it. I got that attention span of a gerbil who hasn't gotten one off in like 8 months.
You might say, no, that's Curtis Connor. But you would be wrong. This is Safe Sleazy. Safe Sleazy lives in Bushwick, Brooklyn, New York. He knows all about underground cultures, and he's established in the Bushwick scene, which is a scene.
Yeah, these guys suck. They're lame. They're every time I see this, bro, I think like, oh, we want to own the chuds. Look how like sleazy we look. We're unkept. We look kind of redneck, but we're not redneck because it's ironic. Oh, that's how I feel about all these guys, bro. Like, and the sad thing is, mullet can look cool. I will die on that hill. The mullet can look cool, dude. You got the mullet going. You're listening to some Alan Jackson. You're being kind of badass. I vibe with it, bro. You have that Stallone look, like you're just about to go fight people in some country for unrelated reasons, because that's what I think Rambo's about, except for the first one. And yeah, I think it's cool, dude. There's not gonna be a time where I hate on that.
Full of all kinds of funny and fantastic characters. He might be the coolest white person that you know, because he knows so much about different music subcultures. He has a whole rotating cast of friends and enemies, and an impressive knowledge of modular synthesis. Safe Sleazy, obviously, is a male feminist. He runs his own zine. He loves Roberto's designer pizza and casually shops at Mr.
Dude,
Key.
I ate at one of these designer pizza places. There's one in the town next to me, and it's got like superheroes and stuff on it. It's trying to be like really in with nerd culture. Everybody in there looked like this type of guy. The pizza was dog shit. I would have rather like played how many drill bits can I fit in my asshole than ever eat that pizza again. But I have a cup from them, and the cup looks really cool. Like, the art on the building was cool. It was just the pizza was fucking atrocious, dude. I'm like a pizza connoisseur. I love pizza, and I'm not gonna lie, I couldn't even finish a whole one of their pizzas. It was so bad.
Kiwi. Do you know what any of those things mean? Neither do I, but Safe Sleazy loves them. They're staples in the Bushwick scene. He is a proud DJ. He does this because making your own music requires talent. So instead of putting in the effort to make your own music, just use other people's music. He does DJ events.
By the way, I think DJs, if they're actually good, can be good, but the problem is a lot of people like default on being a DJ. They're like, I know how to scratch a record, and it's like the worst fucking... The reason like most DJs end up becoming producers as well is so they produce for other music, because they're so fucking talented. They don't just have to stand on their production abilities, but other people like want their production abilities to make their music better. Like, regular DJs, nobody cares about. They're like, just play the songs I already know. Like, the DJ showing up at like a bar mitzvah or a fucking quinceanera, nobody gives a shit about that guy. He's just there to play other people's music.
With Y2K aesthetics, or he does it for WPRB Princeton. That's a radio station. Safe Sleazy also hates Philadelphia and his parents. because his parents are problematic and once triggered his Asian...
Oh my god, dude. You better fire your boxing coach, brother, or otherwise they might remind you of your dad. Oh, they yelled at me too much. Daddy used to yell at me. Oh, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. My dad used to be so mean to me. He was mean to me one time. He told me no, and I wanted to do it. I wanted, yes, I'm gonna have a mullet and a mustache. Exactly the problem, bro. These guys are fucking pussies.
girlfriend, Luna.
This is the apocalypse.
I love the story being crafted here, bro. It's so funny because I like, obviously you're thinking iDubbbz, Noah Samson, every one of these like no personality having pussies. All these no personality having pussies are all the same character trope, and they're trying to move away from it. They're like shaving their heads. They're like, we're not that guy anymore, I promise. But yeah, you might shave the sleazy haircut. You might stop being like scumbag dad or whatever. But deep down inside, you're still a fucking little bitch.
No safe Sleazy hates Philadelphia. Philly has its own sleazy scene, but it's just a subpar mirror of Bushwick. Everyone knows Mood Ring is the coolest club in Bushwick, and Safe Sleazy can often be seen there with Luna. Safe Sleazy loves podcasts, and he hates Ariel Pink and John Mouse because they're cancelled from the culture. Now, who else does Sleazy know? What about Luna? That's his Asian girlfriend, also lives in Bushwick.
It's so sad because there's so many examples of this, dude. There's so many examples, and this like safe sleazy, safe edgy shit that's not actually funny. And then when they're called on the edgy, they're like, "Well, we actually meant this. It was actually an archetype of 1927 Schmiggle-Biggle land kingdoms triumph over their evil oppressors." And you're like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Just say you had an edgy joke, bro. Say you used the swastika sword. Nobody cares. You are the only people who make this a big deal, you fucking losers." They go home and they just self-flatulate as hard as possible, thinking about how they can gaslight their joke into being some grander metaphor for how gay sex is being banned in Afghanistan.
Bushwick, but was born in China. She also does Y2K DJ events, and she has an MFA in design from Pratt. That's the good university, not like Temple University. When they first met, Safe Sleazy took Luna on a date on a fixed gear bike to Green Central Knoll. They also went to Mood Ring. They say to other people though that they're just friends. Who else does Sleazy know? Harper. Harper is the wholesome...
Dude, they're just friends, and when they do start dating, they're not committal because she needs to still get plowed through her fucking ass on OnlyFans while he sits and watches from the corner, and sometimes he gets subbed in. Sometimes he gets subbed in, and he gets to have some real fun of his own and get his like rectum beat in, and that's when you know that they're just in a really perfect relationship. And now I have no mean qualms to say about that. You do whatever you have to do, boo-boo. But they do kind of come off as fucking weird. They're weird fucking gooners.
Male to female trans person living in Bushwick. Bushwick also hosts WPRB Princeton community-supported radio and plays Magdalena Bay. Although we all have our differences, we all support the same cause, the DSA. Although some people are problematic, Harper is wholesome.
It's so sad how fucking accurate this is because it just exposes this like weird hive mind of fucking people, bro. It just is like this like, we all support the same things. When I said that thing about the gay people earlier in Afghanistan, well, you see, they now have to, the tides have changed. Now they have to support the exile of gay people in Afghanistan because that is tangentially attacks to Islamophobia, and we have to now support Islamophobia more than we have to support anti-homophobia. Now everything's falling in on itself, and don't remember any of that shit. I didn't say anything about that in the past. It's time we move on, you fucking... the hive mind has moved on. Why the fuck won't you move on, you fucking absolute Nazis? Every time that's what it breaks down to, and it's hilarious.
And loves everyone the same way. Harper goes to board game week and wants to make immaculate breakcore. Harper makes money by teaching remote classes in Bitwig, whatever the fuck that is. How about Alex? Now, Alex is the villain in the Safe Sleazy universe. He's problematic and probably racist. He once called Luna late at night. He's Luna's stalker. He's actually cancelled in the Bushwick scene. Despite that, he's still a true Antifa supporter. He's a renegade podcaster fighting against reactionary causes. He pretends to be Drive from the movie Drive, and he's deeply black-pilled. He fights for the old Bushwick. He's probably related to Dr. Greg Smith, somehow, some way. It's funny how in the Bushwick extended universe, Everyone has a name, except for the main character, Safe Sleazy. It's a bit like a Brian Griffin type of situation, isn't it? If you don't know, the Safe Sleazy universe was produced by Pill Eaters, and it contains a rotating cast of Safe Sleazy adjacent characters. I find it interesting, and I quite like it how somebody took an idea I alluded to in the past and built upon that, building a whole universe out of it, using their own experience and knowledge. I find it quite funny, and I like how people...
I feel like this guy must have been the guy who made the... I think this is the guy who made the mullet mustache video in the past. I'm pretty sure that's him. We're gonna do a little bit of we're gonna do a little bit of deep diving. I think this is the guy who Millennial Food. No, he hasn't made these. He didn't make that. There was a guy who made a video about like that cringe ass mullet haircut, and I feel like this is an extension of that. This is more lore to the scumbag hipster sleazy guy. This is fantastic, brother.
People do that. And to be honest, if anyone else wants to take my ideas and kind of build upon them in the same way, I actually appreciate it. I like it. Now, who else does Safe Sleazy know? There's Ryan, the post-hardcore dude, who, despite...
Dude, no, we're missing a crucial aspect here. We're missing the fucking brother, dude. The brother of the Safe Sleazy guy, who's like successful, has a wife and kids, doing fine, and every fucking dinner they have an argument, and where Safe Sleazy gets up and leaves and goes home and talks about how toxic his family is, and then... and the other brother just goes home to succeed at life again. I feel like that needs to be an archetype as well, dude. That and like the ex-girlfriend who's like a hardcore conservative. In high school they used to mesh, and then she broke up with him and broke his heart. So therefore he had to become the sleazy guy to show her, dude. And he did it also. He can sleep with different types of women that he slept with because he doesn't have that type anymore. That type burnt him. He moves on with a new ecosphere.
Looking tough.
Or the safe sleazy virgin, iDubbbz. That is just the iDubbbz archetype, where the first time he saw pussy, he just let her control his entire viewpoint on the world.
He actually cries in the shower to Phoebe Bridges. So he's quite an enigma, isn't it? And whenever someone suggests anything fun happening, Ryan just responds, "This is fucking gay."
The dichotomy is crazy. But
This is a fun video, bro. I'm having a blast with this. This is great, dude. Dude, the Safe Sleazy, bro. This whole universe is gonna be one of my favorite archetypes to make fun of, dude. This is like, so there was this guy named Scumbag Dad, right? He used to make like, I'm your scumbag dad thing. And then the dude went on I'm a progressive comedian route. Like, he was always that. But he just got so insufferable because he was like, I'm gonna shove my views down your fucking throat because I'm right, you're wrong. I'm actually making fun of you. You're the scum. Oh, dude, I hate when people do that. It's like, oh, now I've decided I'm popular enough to take a position on this shit, and I'm just gonna by supporting this position, I'm just gonna say anybody who disagrees with me is a fucking piece of shit. They're all Nazis, they're all homophobic, they're all racist, whatever. They use whatever buzzword they can to try to fucking chip a ball into your ass, and you cough sideways, and then they can laugh at the way you cough. That's their whole goal. But there is no ball, there is no you gaping your ass. You're just standing there watching them stand there with a golf club while they stroke it.
Now, what about Safe Sleazy's background? In Lake Tahoe, Safe Sleazy's dad is John. He's a retired NASA engineer, but he's cancelled by Luna, and therefore cancelled from the Bushwick scene because he called Luna a her and made some disturbing pro-Zionist statements. Now Sleazy and Luna can't visit Lake Tahoe anymore.
All bro said was, I don't think we should, like, destroy all the Jews. And he's like, Zionist. The right answer was glass all of Israel. We're leaving. I can't believe my father would treat me this way. He only bought me one bicycle this year. Usually he buys me two, and one of them has a dildo seat.
Or what about Rockabilly Rachel, who loves rockabilly, who's 1950s with a punk edge, and loves the Stray Cats, and likes how evil the Cramps are, and goes to a barcade to have drinks.
Who are all these fucking bands? Bro just is like hitting me with all these bands that I've never fucking heard of. These are the gayest sounding bands of all time.
It is great because you can have drinks, but there's also video.
These are the people that think like they would call Vosh like a right-wing extremist, and Vosh is like like already pretty left-wing extreme, but he's not extreme enough. Hassan is daddy to these fucking losers.
Games. So it's a little bit of adulting, but not too much adulting. How about Lizzie? Lizzie's also a they, them, and active with Antifa. Perhaps the middle ground between Harper and our next subject, Lilith. Lilith is dark, the evil counterpart to Harper. Her dead name died long ago. Lilith is puppy mode and pretends to be in Columbine. Lilith is a xenofeminist who programs in Linux and knows all about hyperobjects and tracker music. Gay Sleazy is the gay version of Sleazy.
Dude, I feel like we're just reading off like avid Blue Sky users. This is like the normal Blue Sky user post right here.
He doesn't care about boundaries. He tries to hook up with safe Sleazy.
Hey boy, it's Gay Sleazy, the Diogenes of Bushwick. Meet me outside Mood Ring. I'm your signal dealer. I'm on Grindr. We can go back to my place. Grab my dick on the dance floor. This is my boyfriend Alan. Korean twink.
There are many, many more characters in the Safe Sleazy universe, and they get up to all kinds.
This is the greatest fucking video of all time, dude. This shit is like prime for a perfect sketch. Just like a barroom SNL type sketch, but like with more edgier behavior. I want, like, you know what would be funny about this is like a portal opens up to like the edgy leftist pops out, right? And the edgy leftist is now in that bar and is just like chilling, pretending to be a progressive now so that they don't get canceled for saying the N-word every other day. And they come out to be like, either it's none of it's okay or all of it's okay, only for the bar to lose their fucking mind and start going like, they'll start like shitting on the floor, throwing poop at the portal. Howard Stern's like backing back into the portal like, take me back to the 90s, take me back to when I could say racial slurs on or what was it, Sirius Radio. Oh no, what turn have I gone wrong? This is so much gayer than I thought it would be.
Of adventures in places all around Bushwick, like Mood Ring and Mr. Kiwi. Here's the interesting thing about Pill Eater though. People have pointed out, how does he have so much insider knowledge about Safe Sleazy and the world of Bushwick? Does he have any personal...
I'm honestly really curious what the fuck this game is. This is like Tallow. Is this that Tallow's first game or whatever? Tallow, whatever? Because this looks really good. Actually really good. I'm not a big puzzle game guy, but this is like if this is that game, the funniest part about that game is like, so Portal was made by Valve, who made obviously a bunch of like really good FPS games. They made the Half-Life series and obviously the zombie games, Left 4 Dead and CS:GO and whatever. And they ended up making like a bomb-ass puzzle game. And then the Talos Principle 1 and 2 are made by the people who made Serious Sam. And Serious Sam is like a bomb-ass fucking FPS game. I think it's just like the best FPS studios end up making the best puzzle games as well.
Experience with this, people looked into it, and it seems he's an obscure indie electronic musician who's in all kinds of underground scenes. Is Pill Eater Safe Sleazy, or is he unsafe Sleazy? Why do they always have an Asian girlfriend? Maybe it's simply an observation, because such a thing is common in this area. Or maybe it's a part of his ideology, AXA, which stands for Asian X-Aryan. And to be honest, I don't know if
Asian X-Aryan. Bro was stomping with the Brotherhood and then realized that that's not cool and was like, okay, I decided instead of being a part of the white hoodie group, I am going to get a mullet and a mustache, talk about Israel, Palestine, and date Asian women. What the fuck?
it's a joke or not, because the AXA ideology was explained.
You have an Asian girlfriend because you can't stand bro culture and blonde-haired cheerleaders and blue-haired feminists? Do you wish you could be yourself in the alt-right without being called a cuck? You can listen to your eccentric noise music, have Asian girlfriends, and feel harmony and trust between other Asian Aryans. Imagine a world where everyone is like an actor on an NHK World program. I'm Pill Eater, and I want to make anime real. I am your voice.
And it sounds
it's just okay, so I know what it is. It's anime obsession. I'm just kidding. You watch too much anime, you grow a mullet and a shitty mustache and only talk to Asian women. This is getting profoundly racist from my end.
It's like he's joking. But you know what? Maybe it's real. Maybe it's all true. And if it is, frankly, that makes me enjoy the Safe Sleazy universe even more, knowing that the creator is a schizophrenic racist. It's kind of Lynchian, or perhaps even...
Schizophrenic racist. Bro, dude, this is just iDubbbz's life right now, dude. This whole video is what iDubbbz was thinking about while sitting in the cuck chair at Hassan's house.
Kafkaesque, or maybe even Lovecraftian. It had so many layers of depth, So that is Safe Sleazy. What adventures will Safe Sleazy go on next? Who else will Safe Sleazy run?
Dude, this was a wonderful video. What a rabbit hole to go down, dude. This guy gets a subscribe and a like. Make sure to go like and subscribe to his video. It's called Nerd Army, the Sleazyverse, or the Sleazyverse. I loved this. This was incredible. I think that's what I'm going to end it on today, guys. I hope you like and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one. But that was wonderful. That was an absolute gangbusters way to end the stream. But anyways, guys, I'm fucking, it's hot in my house right now. I need to turn on some fans. My baby's like passing out of my stomach right now. And I need to lay down and like let her get a really good nap time. So I love you all, and I'll catch you on the next one.